Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is Jaylee's Corner. I am, of course, Jaylee. Yes, I'm still using the camera the long way, so I'm still getting acclimated to it, so I might look off over here every once in a while. But, it is what it is. So, this is one of those random videos that I'm going to be doing from now. Someone had asked me about the whole Kardashian, Kendall Jenner. Is it Kendall? No, damn it, Kylie, who is supposedly pregnant by Travis Scott. And so this is my video regarding the Kardashian Jenner clan, and I might touch on other stuff if it pops into my head. I first saw the post when people were saying that she was pregnant. My thing is, I'm like, she only known this man less than a year. It's probably been like 5 or 6 months, I believe. And she was with Tyga all that time. And if I recall, I remember it being somewhere said where she was like, she broke up with him, or they broke up, her and Tyga, because she didn't want to be tied down. She was so young. She wanted to live, have some fun, do some other things. So for me, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. We all know that you have been fucking Tyga when you was a kid and you was underage and he's a grown-ass man and that was wrong as hell. We already know all of that. So my thing is, when I first heard, oh, she might be, or that she's supposedly pregnant by Travis Scott, they have all these videos of her where she's covering up. And we know Kylie Jenner is always having her ass, tits, whatever. She does dress provocatively. I won't say sluttish, but it could be slut-like if you think about it. So to see her in all of her videos or all of the pictures that she's in where she's fully covered up, it does spark even more pregnancy rumors. But my thing is, how you pregnant by this man that you barely know? Okay, but it does happen every day. But my thing is, aren't you supposed to be smarter than the average bear, Kylie? Wasn't you the one who you have this big company, your Kylie Cosmetics, which I refuse to use, just because I have a love-hate relationship with the Kardashian Jenner clan. But I'm like, really? You don't know this man at all. You do not know him. You would have been better off not getting pregnant by Tyga, because Tyga's, I don't know how much money he has. And then, well, you rich, so I guess the man don't matter. But I'm like, at least with Tyga, you was with him for a while. I don't get when people meet someone and get pregnant before they really done with people. Like, do you know his date of birth? Do you know his astrological sign? Do you know if he like tidy whities? Well, I guess you do because you fucking him. But and to get pregnant, you have to, it's either no condom, that means there's no birth control. I don't, the condom could break. I'm like, come on now, the level of success that you are trying to have for yourself, you should have every precaution to not be getting pregnant when you're just 19. No, I think she's 21 now. I don't remember how old these people is. But still, I'm like, you don't know him. And the reason I wasn't at first going to say, like, I haven't posted about it on my IG, my Jaylee's Corner IG either. When I usually do, oh yeah, breaking news, so-and-so, whatever. Because I'm like, is she really pregnant? Now, we know the Kardashians are media whores. I don't mean that as in a derogatory way, but I'm like, they're media whores. So I feel like when someone is speculated to be pregnant, they usually release some kind of they release some kind of statement saying, this is not true, whatever. For me, the fact that no one has said this isn't true means one or two things. One, it's a lie, and one is a lie, and they're using this as publicity because, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the new season comes on. Well, I think the new season comes on today, or it's a special or something that comes on today because they've been on for 10 years. 10 goddamn years. But the new season starts, like, seriously next week. So I'm like, either is the reason they have not came out against it is because, one, it's not true, and they're going to keep using it to garner ratings for their show, or two, it's true. And they just not say anything because they don't want to. Because every famous person, when they say, oh, so-and-so, when it picks up this kind of steam, not when it's in one blog, not when it's in, or somebody posted it on IG, not when it's on Twitter. When you have TMZ, E! News, all these which I'll call credible gossip, celebrity news sites, says it, that's when I believe stuff. Like, I don't even go on MediaTakeout.com or some of them off-brand, not really real celebrity blogs. But when it picks up this kind of steam and they haven't said anything, it just makes me believe that it's true. But again, it can also be the Kardashian Jenner clan being the Kardashian Jenner clan and using the media to get attention for whatever else. Because my thing is, we never see Kylie dressed the way she's dressing now. People said how even on her Snapchat, even on her Instagram, most of her pictures recently have been old throwback pictures or pictures of her from the neck up. But I'm just like, I think you done for getting pregnant. Travis, I think you done for getting her pregnant. I just don't get when people who don't know each other have babies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. And I don't think Kylie is mature enough to be a mother. I don't. I just think she is a spoiled girl who does not know real life. I think she's smart business-wise. You know, I mean, look at what she's amassed just by doing those little lip kit things and turned into a whole makeup thing. And you know what I'm saying? They're smart business women. But I mean, she's a baby. Okay? And you gonna break up with Tyga, who you were with for a couple of years, to be free and to be young, and then the next guy you're with, you're pregnant by him. I mean, they already irked my nerves for so many other reasons, but then also about that, I'm like, they were saying how Kim and Kanye has a surrogate because they want another baby, and Kim can't physically carry another child. So I'm like, is this the way to throw the scent off of Kim? Like, are y'all throwing Kylie under the bus because Kim won't do it? Because Kim hasn't announced her surrogate stuff? The most that Kim said about her surrogacy stuff is that when they're ready to release a statement, they will. And my thing is, that's how it goes with them. If something isn't true, they will say it's not true. Like, they'll do that. I know that for a fact. But when something is true, they pussy pedal and backpedal, and you know, to be pussy popping and acting like they don't want to talk about it. And they avoid the whole question. And you know, even they said how someone had talked to Chris, who was out of the country when the news broke, and she said, well, yeah, we wouldn't be us if there wasn't some kind of breaking news when I wasn't there. But again, because it was not true to say it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Why even perpetuate people speculating things? And you know, you have lawyers to do this kind of stuff. But I just feel like Kylie would be stupid for being pregnant. I think it would be dumb for her brand, simply because I don't see her as a mother. And even though I feel like all women have a choice to be mothers when they choose, I just don't think, I think it's stupid. I really do. I mean, I just think it's so stupid. Chloe probably feels shitty because, you know, Chloe wants kids and she hasn't had any. But everybody getting pregnant but Chloe. And Kendall just off being a model. And I just, you know, it seems like whenever their show is about to come on, there's something huge that comes out. You had when Kim was first when she was pregnant with the other kids, and how before the show came out, how she was having pregnancy issues. Chloe and Lamar, when he was on drugs and he damn near died, and that was the whole thing within their show. Just different stuff that pops up before the season of their show, and I'm like, why? You know, I just don't. And it's just, I mean, and then even when I saw the little promo for their new season, it's all women. Like, where are the men? Like, I don't like how they are trying to paint themselves as this all women clan. I mean, because Bruce is now a woman. Rob doesn't fuck with them. And Scott, who was dating Sophia Richie, who was Lionel Richie's 19-year-old daughter. Scott is like my age. He's like, well, I'm 35. I think he's 34, maybe 33, 34. And why are you dating a 19-year-old? I don't get. When I was 17, 18, I did date a guy that was 30. And now that I'm older, I think it's dumb. I don't think there's a few things that a person at 30 can hang out and do things with someone who's 18 or 19. I'm speaking from experience. And to see, and you don't have anything in common. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't think mentally a person who's in their mid-30s has anything in common with a fucking teenager. You don't. Even if you could have both rolled, you just don't have stuff in common. And it's weird because they had the whole thing where they were showing Scott and Sophia at a dinner, and it was like a congratulations thing, like congrats, Scott and Sophia. And I'm like, again, I feel like this is publicity for the show because the show is about to start. Because, I mean, what? Is she really the one who's pregnant? God, please tell me that y'all not getting married. Because it wasn't a ring, so we know that can't be it. And I just don't, it's just dumb. And then they were showing how people were going to Lionel Richie's, like, Instagram and stuff and commenting, telling him he's a bad dad because he got his daughter out here fucking a grown man. That ain't that man, she's 19. He can't control who she date. I mean, even though I think there's a big age gap, he ain't the reason that she fucking that boy. And, but again, I think most of this is all just stuff for their show. That's all what it is. Kanye West, who we ain't seen in a minute, he come out walking around town looking thick, okay? Kanye West ain't never been that thick before. You know what I'm saying? He's a little thickums now. If he eat 4 or 5 more burgers, he gonna be a big girl. Not a big girl, because he's got a big person like me. And I'm like, again, I think everything is for their show. Let's talk about how Kim probably has a surrogate. Let's talk about how Kanye West has gained weight. Let's talk about how Kylie is supposedly pregnant. Let's talk about Chloe and her man going back to Cleveland, and he about to be playing basketball. Okay, we got Scott dating Lionel Richie's 19-year-old daughter. I'm just, it's just full of bullshit. Even with, Rob and China, who did settle one of their court cases where she was going against him for domestic abuse and stuff, well, she dropped that because he agreed to pay her $20,000 a month in child support. And I'm like, but why do you need $20,000 a month for child support? And if Scott is paying $20,000 a month for child support, how much is Tiger paying for King? Okay, because if Rob is paying $20,000 a month for Dream, how much does Tiger pay? Because they both kids in the same household. Why do you need $20,000 a month for one child who's a baby? And they were saying how, Rob wanted most of the money to be used for nannies and stuff because he feels like China be partying too much, and he wants to be sure that when she isn't home, they're proper nannies. How much do the nannies? I need to be a nanny? I mean, because if I'm gonna make $6,000 a month watching a baby, I would watch a baby for $6,000. I would absolutely watch a baby. You know how many kids I've watched for like $30 a week? Well, not $30 a week, but that was back when I was younger. But yeah, I'm like, why? I just don't get these astronomical amounts of money that these famous people pay baby mamas for no reason. And China has her own money supposedly. We see her going out and partying and booking gigs and stuff like that. So, again, I think I just wish the Kardashians, if Kim would have never fucked Ray J on camera. That's where it all came from. But yeah, I just, I think it's, again, I'm going to say this last thing. I think it is stupid that Kylie is pregnant by Travis. If it's true, I think it's the dumbest shit ever. I think she's stupid. I think he's stupid. And that's even though I think all babies are a blessing. But even though I think all babies are a blessing, I think there's a time and place for anything. And if I'm not mistaken, Kylie and Travis have only been knowing each other, dating each other for 5 months. How can you should still be using 2 condoms, birth control, spermicide, Plan B pills, all of that stuff. And that's something else. If the condom breaks, you don't even have to wait to see if you're pregnant. If a condom breaks, you can just put a Plan B down your throat and be good, okay? And if you think the one Plan B don't work, take 2, okay? Take 2 of them and call me in the morning. So my thing is, when a person gets pregnant these days, you purposely get pregnant. Point blank period. Even if, oh my God, I can't believe the condom broke. Plan B. oh my God, I can't believe we're going to use a condom and you didn't pull out. Plan B. And who uses the pull-out method in 2017? The pull-out method does not work. If a guy or a girl tells you we're going to use the pull-out method, they trying to get a baby. Okay? That's just what it is. Let's be honest. And, you know, they get on my nerve. They really do. So, you know, that's all I have on the whole Kardashian clan, people who kind of get on my nerve. The one other thing I think I was going to touch on is, did y'all hear that Suge Knight said he thinks Tupac is alive? Now, see, I'm just going to chalk that up to Suge Knight being batshit crazy and his medication not working, and he just forgot that Tupac been dead since 1996. I was in high school. I was a freshman in high school when Tupac passed away, and back in 96. I was on my way to a party at the Grand Quarters. It was called an Icebreaker. It was a freshman, you know what I'm saying, party or whatever. And, you know, they announced on the radio that he had passed away. But everyone has this notion that Tupac is still alive, that Biggie is still alive. They're on an island somewhere chilling and just maxing and relaxing. And my thing is, Tupac and or Biggie could have had a reason to fake their death back in 96 and 97 because of all the bullshit that was going on. But however, if they did choose to fake their death, they would have no reason now to stay dead. Because you only have to say, you can fake your death, and I think after 7 years, if you come back, it's like not a crime or something. I might have seen that on a movie, so don't quote me as that being accurate. But I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, if you've been gone for over 20 years, you can't come back, and can't nobody sue you for faking your death now. I think there's a statute of limitations on stuff like that. And I just don't believe, you know, just to call bullshit on bullshit, I don't believe that if by chance Tupac faked his death and he's really alive and well and all that stuff, that he will still not be up and about right about now. I think he would have came forth to say, yes, I am still alive. So I hate the fact that Suge Knight will actually say, you know, if he really dead, you know he dead because you probably want to have him shot and killed. But I digress. We don't know. Because again, the murders of Tupac and Biggie have never been solved. And something else that's aggravating me is, why is everyone doing a Biggie Tupac documentary saga, and none of it is answering the questions of who murdered them. It's always just speculation, and this is what I think and that's what they think, and nothing is really solved from it. And it's just, I think I've seen 3 different things coming out for them, for Tupac and Biggie, and this is after, again, Tupac died in 96, Biggie died in 97. I'm not, you know, because yeah, Tupac was like September of 96, and then Biggie was March of 97. But I'm like, if they deaths were fake, they would have been back by now, okay? And I just think that's the honest to God truth. And so I think it's dumb for Suge Knight to want attention because his ass is in prison, he ain't getting out. And we know Suge been killing people since the 90s, so we ain't gonna act like he innocent. But the fact that he's even insinuating that if Pac is dead, he's dead, okay? Everyone who thinks Tupac is alive, who thinks Biggie's alive, who thinks Elvis Presley is alive, who think anybody who died is still alive and they fake their death, give it up. Because if they had faked their death, they would be back. So that is about all I have for today. I believe, what else was I going? The Kevin Hart girl who spoke out. I had made another video, I just never posted it, about the girl who came forth saying she was the person who was on the tape, that she didn't have anything to do with it, that she, you know, hadn't broken any laws. Her name was Montia Sabag, I think it was, and she was a black girl, and surprisingly enough, I thought it was a white girl when I saw the video. But all I'm gonna say about this is, because the video has since came out, Kevin Hart has not denied it's him on the video, so we're going to say it was him on the video. We do see that the phone was put, or the camera was put in a mirror so you can see it was in the mirror. We know someone clearly set him up. It wasn't a random cheating thing. He was definitely set up. But the girl coming forth is what kind of makes me angry. And I'm not saying it makes me angry as in him cheating means nothing. I'm saying if a person cheat, yeah, you're wrong. But you can't come forth as the mistress who slept with the man and then play victim. You can't then say, I slept with a married man and people know, so now my info is out here. Well, that's what happens when you sleep with married men. If you sleep with Kevin Hart's bad karma it's out in the atmosphere. Your bad karma is yours is too. You chose to fuck a married man. Kevin Hart being married wasn't a secret. You can't, when you meet a regular guy in a club, you might not know if he married. And if you fuck that man, then okay, it ain't your fault if you did not know he was married. When you knowingly fuck a married man, and whatever happens, whatever the ramifications or repercussions of that is, you have to deal with that, ma. You fucked a married man. You said that you hung out with him before. You knew he was married. So even if he was ready and willing to fuck you, you as a woman should have said, you know what? I'm straight. I don't want to be, involved in this if it gets out. But you chose to still participate. You chose to fuck that man, okay? And so it's on you. But I'm like, when she said I got a lawyer, because she hired Lisa Bloom, who also has, been a lawyer of plenty side chicks and mistresses. Well, she said, I retained a lawyer to protect my rights. You don't have any rights as a mistress. You don't. Once you fuck a married man, all of the rights you have to privacy are gone and out the window because you chose to sleep with a married man. And not just any married man, a famous married man. So why would you think if you fuck this married man who's famous and who's one of the biggest comedians out currently, that if word got out that it happened, that you would just be, just lost in translation somewhere? That's not how it works. And then she said, yeah, because my information has been out, people are lying on me. I'm not a stripper. I am a actress and an artist, a musical artist or whatever. So you rather be, this is my thing. You can call me a stripper. You want to be a stripper over an adulterer? Like, my thing is pick and choose your battles. You can't come and say they were posting lies about me, so I came forward. If the only lie was you was a stripper, that ain't that bad. Because again, when they was calling you a stripper, no one knew who you were. So you then came forth as the known stripper because we've seen videos of you stripping in the nightclub, even if you say you was just joking, but you have a license to be an entertainer in Vegas. But yeah, you can't act like, okay, I don't want anyone to know me, but since they, said that I was a stripper, I'm going to come forth. Well, now you have opened yourself up to be the person of conversation to say you fucked that married man. I feel like you put yourself in this position the same way Kevin Hart put himself in this position. I feel like you don't have no damn rights to privacy the same way as Kevin Hart don't have no rights to privacy when you cheat on someone. Because when you cheat on someone and because you're famous, and that's the downside to being famous is if someone finds out, oh my God, he cheated. It becomes a story. I ain't saying it's right. I'm saying this is the public world that we live in. So, I feel like they both were stupid. Kevin, you done for cheating. The girl, you done for cheating with a married man. And, hopefully they both learn a lesson. But again, for her, you are not the victim. You don't have any rights because you fucked a famous married man. Okay? You didn't fuck a non-famous comedian. You fucked Kevin Hart. Okay? And you fucked Kevin Hart and it's on camera. You're stupid. So, that is my rant for today for the most of the entertainment news that I can think of in my head. I will talk to you guys next time. I think I won't be doing a video again until tomorrow. But until then, this is Jay Lee's Corner. I am Jay Lee. Peace.